Good morning, friends, or afternoon, or whatever the heck we're talking about now. You can see who I'm sharing my space with here. This is literally the cupboard under the stairs. That's my library. The wonderful laundry behind me, and the messages are already starting to ding. So I'm gonna have to make this quick. I'm actually watching some of the videos that I've posted here this last day or so, and I'm realizing that I started out doing like 5, 6 minutes, and then they've gone into like 10 and 12 minutes, and I prefer to keep them shorter than longer. So if they're running a little too long, I apologize. But again, I'm trying to get better at this. Um, Last night, after I posted the video yesterday, my history really started to fall on me, and I realized that I have no idea what I'm doing here. And I know I've said that more than enough times. I really don't know, but it's true. I have no idea what I'm doing here, and I'm going to try and get better at it. I had a wonderful message come in last night. Speaking more about that specifically. My oldest one, number one son, he taught me that I was doing some things incorrectly on the YouTube channel. So we've got that opened up to comments now. So when I tell you to leave a comment, you actually can. um, Please, and I got a subscriber, so thank you so much for that. I've got 9. Woohoo! um, and I'm deeply moved that this is um, connecting with people. Back to my original thank you for 25 years. I said if we can connect with one person, I'm one person that these people have impacted and connected with. So I'm glad that this is reaching out to people. Either way, my own history. Sorry for the bunny trail. I am, to the best of my knowledge, third generation. Um, Substance abuse, alcoholism, alcoholic, whatever the term is that's fashionable or fits for you. I certainly don't want to label anybody. In my own experience, I openly reference myself as an alcoholic. But third generation, my grandfather, my dad's dad, again, to the best of my knowledge, died a practicing alcoholic from a massive heart attack. My father, in turn, found sobriety when I was about 7 years old. I think my dad was 42 at the time, and it was because his attention had shifted to meetings and working within the groups, working with a local priest who was himself deeply ingrained in bringing recovery to struggling alcoholics. Because of my father's attention being shifted away is why Blake Morton came into my life. He was masquerading himself as a member of Big Brothers Big Sisters in Windsor, and that's how he weaseled his way into a number of different families in the Windsor area. From 7 until 13, the molestation continued to happen, and when it came to light in my own family, nothing was ever really done about it. The man never faced justice, no matter how many times my family or myself reported him. But either way, there was a stop put to that, and then I never really got to spend a lot of time with my dad, but suffice to say that, there was, I guess, more of an effort made to really, you know, um, connect some dots for me. And that ended up, with me in a lot of um, therapists' chairs. Um, Again, a bit of a bunny trail that I didn't mean to take, but part of the story nonetheless. Um, my grandfather died a practicing alcoholic. My father found sobriety at 42 years old, and we lost my father to cancer when I was 17. He had a glioblastoma tumor, the same tumor that killed Gord Downie in recent Canadian history. And he had celebrated 10 years of sobriety in Alcoholics Anonymous. I say that not to break my father's anonymity, but only to tell the story. And he died a sober man. He died a man active in his sobriety and left a very real legacy. That said, I continued to struggle for a number of years. And after losing my father at 17, I headed right over the edge of the waterfall and plunged headlong into those behaviors that eventually brought me to the steps of recovery. It may be obvious that I'm kind of avoiding labeling myself to any one specific program, and that's because the power that the traditions have had on me. I would never want to align myself with a specific form of recovery or a specific program recovery and then fail. That would obviously reflect bad on that recovery program. So suffice to say that I certainly followed my grandfather and my father's steps into my addictions, and also followed my father's steps into recovery. Whereas my grandfather was a practicing alcoholic, not by his own admission, that I understand at any rate, but certainly by family history. And my father was a recovering alcoholic. I learned through literature and through practice that indeed I have recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of mind and body. Past tense, I recovered. Done. What my journey is today is the ongoing exploration of how to maintain that process, continuing to grow, continuing to improve, continuing to find the best version of myself, having found the strength to shelf those behaviors and put them behind me. How do I go forward? Always being cognizant of the idea that, and it's here in the traditions, right? It's right here. Always being cognizant of the idea that anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all of these traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personalities. Not a direct quote, certainly a paraphrase. That said, you wouldn't see my face in a lot of my kids' videos. You wouldn't see my image in a lot of those pictures. You wouldn't hear my voice necessarily. Certainly I've lent my time and my face to some of the things we've done around the comic books and other things, but this thing that I'm doing right now today is brand new for me and terrifying, in that I certainly blogged before, and I lent my face to the pictures on the blog, putting my ideas out there, but to put my face, my voice, my history out into the ether, it's a terrifying thing, because the basis of everything I've done for 25 years now has been that spiritual idea of anonymity. I would never want to fail and then connect myself to a program that has a massive history of saving people's lives. It certainly saved not just my life, but my family. The impact that it had from my grandfather's failures to my father's successes to what I've been able to accomplish is unmistakable. The impact that it's had just with my sons, and their ability to connect with their community and the work that they've done, the impact that it's had with my daughter and her search for personal epiphany is remarkable. The coming together of my blended family on the day that saw me celebrate 25 years is remarkable. So I don't know where that goes. I don't know if that's even coherent, but a little bit of my history and just a quick one today that kind of tells you a little bit about where I came from and where I want to go. And we'll see what tomorrow brings, man. I'm going to hit the stop button again. Got some laundry to fold and some books to sort out. And we're going to call that one a day. So thanks a lot, guys. Take care. I appreciate all of you. Be good.